Live tonight from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I'm Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler.
I love Fort Lauderdale, JR, especially around spring break. Yoo-hoo!
Well, spring break only comes once a year, but Raw brings the excitement with it wherever we go, and tonight is no exception. I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted just watching these superstars compete.
I know what you mean, JR. I don't think most people appreciate what incredible athletes these WWE superstars really are.
You've got to have some excellent conditioning to be able to do what they do.
Well, that's the name of the game, JR. You gotta keep moving. No dog ever peed on a moving car.
Oh, that's a... Look at him feeding off the energy from this capacity crowd. He's unstoppable.
You can't ever count on these fans, JR. They're fickle, and they'll abandon you in a heartbeat. I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's gonna go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR, but I'd have to get my head out of my rear end first.
And Lord knows it's been up there for so long that that would be no easy feat. This is a classic matchup, King. I'm so glad the WWE fans are getting the chance to see it.
Yeah, and I'm happy that I'm getting to see it too, JR. I just wish they'd pick up the pace a little.
Oh no, this is classic old school wrestling.
He's smashing his opponent's face right into those ring steps.
And those steps are solid steel. I can only imagine the damage they must be doing. Well, you...
Look at this. He smashed his opponent's head straight into those steel steps.
I don't know if you'd call that strategy or just plain viciousness, but it certainly worked for him. So, oh my! Hanging off the ring apron is not where you want to be at this point in the match.
Oh my gosh! Did you hear that chest slap, JR? That sounded like a gunshot. This has been one heck of a match, JR, but I think the end is in sight. These superstars are running on fumes.
Boy, what a match. I wouldn't even hazard a guess as to who's going to win this thing.
What? Have you got both your contacts in one eye, JR? It's been obvious to me since...
Oh no! Not into the steel steps!
Oh man! That's not something you can just shake off either, JR.
Sounds like this crowd's got something on their minds, King.
Who cares about them, JR? Look what's going on in the ring. I've been looking forward to this match all night, JR. I can't believe it's finally underway.
This has been a hotly anticipated contest, and as far as I'm concerned, it's living up to the hype.
No question about that, JR. The fans certainly seem to be into it, that's for sure.
And when it comes down to it, that's all that matters.
You know, JR, when I saw this match on paper, I wasn't too sure about it. But it's turned out a lot better than I thought it would.
I'm not at all surprised, King. I knew this was going to be a terrific matchup.
Oh, come on, JR. You're just talking through your hat. And speaking of hats, when are you going to get rid of that silly thing anyway?
Right about the time you stop wearing that crown, I'd say.
Look at this, JR. Can you imagine SmackDown putting on a match half as good as this?
No disrespect intended for SmackDown colleagues, but no, I can't, King. I truly believe Raw is the dominant brand in sports entertainment.
And you hit the nail right on the head there, JR. The dominant brand. Not the slightly better brand or the sort of superior brand.
Absolutely not. I'm a Raw man. I hope he's not looking for a weapon. That could do some serious damage.
Oh, man! Did you hear that chair shot, JR?
I'd be surprised if there was a seat.
Did you see that? That's gonna leave a mark.
I think that's the whole idea, King.
Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths were going to cross sooner or later, and I'm glad I'm here to see it.
Me too. It almost makes it worth having to sit next to you and listen to those corny expressions of yours.